It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the New York Jets and the Pittsburgh.
To get us started. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
And here's Wilson to throw right away. Got an open man, it's Pickens. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And Najee going to have a Steelers first down as they get this up to the 34-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this season because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Wilson. Forced out to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Austin brings in the quick throw. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And for the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
Xavier Gipson now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at their own 22.
They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll take the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They show up a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st down, Jets.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Now it's Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 5. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Rodgers now to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
This 2nd and 4.
Here's Wilson to throw. He finds Pickens over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 48 yards. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Fighting Harris over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Fights through it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Harris. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Najee Harris, well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up. But I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
From the 2 now, second and goal. They go play action with Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. A turnover is obviously, Charles, always costly, but, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw is Rodgers.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Rodgers now on first down.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
On second down, a run with Hall.
Powerful running.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
You want to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4? Those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for them, picking up the first down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Hall on a give up the middle.
Nice little juke.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has the 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers, and if the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
11 more on that one and another first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Running left, it's Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. 23 yards for Breece Hall. And the Jets have taken the lead. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Wilson. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I just know defensively, when you see 3rd and long, you just tell each other, guard the sticks. Don't let them get to the first down line. Anything underneath will make the play. But you have to take care of all responsibilities and know that they swing it out to a back. One-on-one tackles in the open field are critical. And if you miss, sometimes you end up on the wrong side of that first down gain.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. That's some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Wilson. On first down, Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Wilson. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time, but nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Here's Wilson. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Calvin Austin.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers have retaken the lead.
Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And New York set to take the field. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Let's focus in on what we got to do here.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Rodgers going to throw.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. Here's Rodgers to throw on second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Offense was moving them a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Now Rodgers.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And that's the knowledge he gained from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. In the first half, we saw a strong performance out of the veteran quarterback, Russell Wilson. He connected on a touchdown pass in that first half, and that's a big part of why his guys lead at the break.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Good tight football game thus far. 10-7 to score as we resume action on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Second half starts with a run by Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well, he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Rodgers now on 1st down. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Straight ahead is Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Hall. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 33. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle by Cole Holcomb. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play.
And out of bounds right around the 20. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now it's Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And the Jets are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jets have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Well, hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Harris running straight ahead and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That's Jermaine Johnson stopping that play before it begins, dropping it for a loss.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go. 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Now, meanwhile, here's his 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Rodgers to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now the Steelers getting set and ready for their next possession. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. this off to Harris. Tackled by Ashton Davis up from the secondary.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Play action. It's Wilson. To the sideline and incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Play action. Now Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one goes for 24 yards. Give to Patterson, running to the right. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Wilson now off the bootleg. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. The Steelers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Sacked right around the 17. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. And Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Jets are going to get the football back.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The 71 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On the draw, it's Hall. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Now Wilson on first down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Samuel Aguavin from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
They were looking for a big play in this comeback situation, and they call play-action pass, and it backfires. If you're going to run that play this late in the game, you have to have a plan in mind to avoid the sack. Throw it away, scramble, do something, but don't go down in your own backfield.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, Wilson. Harris has it over the middle. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Fair catch signal for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw going into the hands of Williams. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Hall. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. Steelers are going on offense here, 1st and 10.
Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Wilson.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch call for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Jets will take over. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at the 34. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
This pass out wide to Hall.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
From the 35, here's the 2nd and 9. They'll give to Hall.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Rodgers to throw. And it is caught. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he will have a Jets 1st down, and that should just about do it.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half,